Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. In this video we're going to be reacting to another of Elvis Presley song. Alright, this one is titled Walk a Mile in My Shoes. Where I've got it from, it does say it's including a story and a lyrics as well. I've got to give a big shout out to the person. Just trying to sort out my audio. Trying to give a big shout out to the person that gave this recommendation. If I can get this to work properly, that would be fantastic. So, okay. It says their name is user NT3NWL8ML5E. Okay, it's not an actual name. Maybe the person's not gone around to editing and including their name, but if that's you, thank you very much for the recommendation. And this is the song. This is the one I was able to find in terms of quality.
There was a guy said one time, he said, you never stood in that man's shoes or saw things through his eyes, or stood and watched with helpless hands while the heart inside you dies. So help your brother along the way, no matter where he starts. For the same God that made you made him too, these men with broken hearts. I'd like to sing a song along the same line.
Before we start that, I've got to say something about how Elvis kind of comes across when he's telling the story. There is this sense of portraying the character in the way that honors that person as well, and not in any way belittles the message that he's trying to put across. I've got to say something about that, because it's just the way he sings as well, and it's actually quite nice to see him tell a story.
God that made you made him too, these men with broken hearts. I'd like to sing a song along the same line. If I could be you, if you could be me, for just 1 hour, if we could find a way to get inside each other's mind, oh, if you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe it'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Just walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize, accuse, just walk a mile in my shoes. Now there are people on reservations and out in the ghetto, and brother, there, for the grace of God, oh, you and I. Well, if I only had wings of a little angel, don't you know I'd fly to the top of a mountain, and then I'd cry, just walk a mile in my shoes. Just walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, just walk a mile in my shoes.
Can I say something quickly? Is even though I'm smiling because the story behind the song, the way he portrayed it, is now how it's been presented. The beat and all of that is so jolly that you could quickly and easily miss it if you don't initially get the description or the storyline that you got in.
Yeah, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Just walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, just walk a mile in my shoes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Each time I listen to this guy, each time you just love him in there. In it. Gosh, I do apologize. That's such a poor use of language, isn't it? um, each time you just love him in the sense that like with this, for example, that's the highest that's the highest sense of honor you could pay someone, isn't it? Being able to recognize that whilst you might not be in their position, whilst your situation might be different to theirs in the sense that you've got an element of comfort or an element of peace in your life, somebody else that's going through whatever difficulty that they're going through, whilst you may not be able to see that, being able to appreciate and empathize with that person is the greatest bit of honor that you can pay someone. For some, there's another thing I was thinking about whilst I was listening to that was I listened to Jordan Peterson. I think he was talking in the diary of the CEO during an interview, and he quoted. Oh, I've forgotten who it is, the author that he was trying to quote. But what he was saying was that because we see people in a certain position and we want to be like them, it is not often a good idea to do that, to aspire to be somebody else, because your own challenges and your own issues are hard enough that you don't need to take on somebody else's. What he was trying to kind of present there is that you don't know what that person's going through. You don't know what they've had, the sacrifices that they've had to make to get to that position. You don't know if you will be willing to do half the things that that person has done to put themselves in that position. And you don't know the struggle that they go through daily to accept that position that they're in. Yours is hard enough. You don't need to try and take somebody else's on. We've all got individual challenges. Whilst that's the case, it is also important to recognize that it takes nothing out of you to lend a helping hand or lend an ear just to listen. Empathy. We all have it. We all are able to give it. The world would be a better place if we do that, wouldn't it? All right, people. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this one. I thought it was powerful. Even though it was jolly, it was powerful. If you like what we're all about, please like, subscribe, and join our community. Both of our communities. The podcast and also over here as well, where we try and explore the world around us in the podcast. Try and make sure that my videos are not too long. So the podcast is over there. As at the time of recording this, we've just recently launched the most episode, Loneliness in a Digital Age. I found that very interesting when I was talking about that. I hope you do as well. It's the Curious Ed podcast. Is on all major platform. You've got it. We've actually got a YouTube channel that kind of goes alongside it with it. Comes out every Friday, 6 p.m. UK time. Hope you guys enjoy it, and any feedback, good or bad, would be most appreciated. That way, we're able to improve. Just like we're trying to do over here, hopefully the quality is coming across a lot better. We need to make sure that what you're seeing is as pristine and clear as we want it to be, as we want it to look, both visually and vocally. Until next time, people, you guys make sure you look after yourself and you stay safe. It has been Kings. Peace. Bye for now.